we're going to be married someday. The ring has sat up on her finger, and every time she looks at it, she sees that promise of someday. Today, the two of them exchanged wedding rings, rings of commitment. It says, today is our day. And on wedding day, this beautiful engagement ring is placed on the right finger so that the left hand contains the wedding ring. So this beautiful ring is often just put aside and then rejoined with the wedding ring later. But it has played such an important part in the lives of these two, for every time Tessa has looked at it, she has seen her future. Today is that day. So Zach, I ask you now if you'll take your ring of promise and place it next to your ring of commitment as the two of you bring to fruition your promise of someday into the reality of this beautiful day where you have become husband and wife. Zach and Tessa have chosen to do the ancient Celtic hand passing ceremony. This ceremony comes to us from the Middle Ages, where a young couple would go into the town square and they would say to the people there, "We're here to tie the knot." And that's where we get the term tying the knot. There were no wedding officiants, there were no beautiful venues, there were no any of that, none of that. And yet, this young couple would come and they would tie the knot, and that would be their wedding ceremony. You are not bound in ropes and chains. You are bound in a bond of love. When marriages are not to bind us into something that is restrictive. It is to give the soul wings to fly. The wedding cord is made of 3 braided pieces: fidelity, unity, and eternity. And as your bridal attendants braided that for you, they braided it in that fidelity, unity, and eternity, the promise of the two of you. If you pull, the rope becomes tighter. But if you come toward each other, there is always room to go within your relationship. Let the two of you be bound in the love of the beauty of this day, and may you forever have this bondage of love that gives you room to fly and room to move, and that beautiful, lovely togetherness that you both deserve. So before I pronounce you husband and wife, there's one more thing we need to do. And that is, I want you to think about this day. And I want you to, there's so many crazy details that go on. And I want you to be in this moment, and I want you to think about it. And I want you to look each other in the eye and remember this moment. And on a day when you can't quite remember why you did this, I want you to come back to this moment. Because most couples say they can't remember a thing that went on up here. You won't remember anything I said. And yet I want you to remember this moment. Many couples say this is the only part of their ceremony they remember, as they look into each other's eyes and recommit to each other at this moment all the pleasures and all the promises that you made. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream, but a dream you can dream together can become a reality." So may you have all your dreams come true, and may the realities that you find be even better and more beautiful than you could possibly imagine. And now, a reading.
Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity.
Finally, I ask all of you who are gathered here today to fill yourselves with joy and love and blessings and good wishes as we send Zach and Tessa into the world as husband and wife. May you have walls for wind and room for rain, and drinks beside the fire, laughter to cheer you, love always near you, and all that your heart may desire. Zach and Tessa, because you have exchanged your vows, and because you have exchanged your rings, and because you have symbolically bound yourself in the rope of love, it is truly my honor and my privilege to say that from this moment forward, in the eyes of God and all gathered here, you shall forever be known as husband and wife. Now seal a promise and make a wish, then bind your hearts